This prince was kidnapped from Ethiopia and forced to live in Britain, a life which was described as unhappy. Unfortunately, died young and was buried at a Windsor castle, which is near the former Queen Elizabeth II. And here is the story of the prince. Ethiopia 1868. The Emperor Tewodros II captured European Protestant missionaries because his letters were being ignored by the then Queen Victoria. So to force the liberation of the prisoners from the Emperor, a British military group comes, but they didn't come only to save those prisoners, but they also came to loot Ethiopia. And that was recorded as the biggest loot which was done in Ethiopia by the British. And for the Emperor Tewodros II, who is the father of the Prince Alemayehu, he couldn't bear the shame of being won by the British and decided to take his life. But he requested that his prince should be taken care in another place. And after the British looting and taking everything, the Empress Teruwork wanted to live with the prince Alemayehu going to the Britain. Unfortunately, she died also in the way. And the prince saw himself going to the Britain all often, coming from a royal family to become a refugee in the country of the oppressor. And he was just 8 years old. By reaching the British, he's moved from one family to another, from one school to another. He even lived in India for a time. But apparently he was liked by the Queen Victoria, who described him as stable, kind, polite, but unhappy. And yeah, the guy never enjoyed, since he said he was clearly annoyed by being stared every time because of his skin color. Unfortunately, 14 November 1879, he died of some lung issues, and the Queen Victoria wrote again that she was saddened by that, and he was buried at the Windsor castle with a biblical scripture saying, "I was stranger and ye took me in." And this was after him asking many times to be taken back to his country, but it was never accepted. Also, the Emperor Haile Selassie requested more honor for him, and even the Ethiopian government in 2007 requested that the remains of his body should be taken back to Ethiopia, but up to now it have never been accepted.
To Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. I wrote this letter to Your Majesty regarding Prince Alamayou Tewodros II. 12 years ago, the Ethiopian government requested the prince remain to return home for the final test. Unfortunately, the request is denied.
Which, should we say that the biblical verse saying that I was a stranger and you took me in, it's good because they took him with all the things which were looted from his country? Is it a good thing, or it's just a propaganda of the British trying to show that they have been good to Ethiopia? What do you think? Anyways, thank you so much for being here, and catch you next time. Hey, my name is Bertin, and I'm sharing 100 real stories about events which happened in Africa. And if you want to know more about them, follow or subscribe.